What is happening, my fellow Halo fans? It's your boy Patman here. We have an end of month MCC update blog. I totally forgot that it was the end of November already. The end of the year is flying by, but very short blog this time around. Not too much to go over, but still some exciting stuff to talk about, so make sure you guys stay tuned throughout the whole video to learn everything that you guys need to know. Hit the like button to support future content and consider subscribing if you're new here and want to stay absolutely up to date on all the latest happenings in the world of Halo. So as we are all aware by now, Halo 4 has completed the collection on PC and has now been fully released. The whole collection is available to play on Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, as well as the PC platform. Now, of course, some amazing features came with Halo 4, including crossplay, input-based matchmaking, and server region selection, along with Season 4, Xbox Series X and Series S getting enhancements, which I did some videos on for you guys. But there is still a major feature that is coming soon. More on that later in the video. I'm talking, of course, about the custom games server browser, another huge feature that will really take MCC to the next level. Now, there will be a mid-December patch that will be coming to address a lot of issues with the game, so of course I will let you guys know what this update consists of once it comes out on the channel here. But they're looking at fixing a lot of the bugs for the game, as well as text chat filtering opt-in, and some missing lighting on skins are a couple of the key fixes that they're looking to get into the next patch. Now let's talk about double XP, because a lot of people noticed this when Halo 4 came out. There was actually double the amount of XP on medals and post-game in matchmaking, and that was intentional, but it is a limited time thing. So from 11:16 to 11:23, there was double medal XP. But going on right now until tomorrow, if you guys are watching this the day that I uploaded it, there will be double weekly challenge XP. The values are already fixed there for the weekly challenges, so not the seasonal stuff, but the weekly challenges are currently awarding double XP until 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. Now, starting on the 8th of December at 10 a.m. once again Pacific Standard Time until the 4th of January. That's right, a full month double medal XP coming to MCC during the holiday season. So get out there, get those blue shield badges for your rank, and grind out some MCC. Really nice to see this. I will definitely be hitting this up and maybe doing some community play dates. Now that crossplay is out, this should make it much easier to coordinate instead of having to separate platforms and play on PC or play on Xbox. We can all play together, and we'll talk a little bit more about crossplay later in the video. Now, just to be on the clear side, this is for Xbox and PC players of MCC. And like I said, it's double medal XP. So the medals you earn in-game will net you double the XP. This is not purely double XP for the whole match. Now we're moving on to the community mailbag section of the blog, which is something they started last month with Sketch's update. Postums is now back from his vacation, taking back over his duties for the monthly blog, but this section basically answers the community's questions about MCC. Now, this is a really nice way to get some insight onto what the community is looking for from 343 as developers, and basically giving some insight from 343 themselves where they stand on certain things. So let's get into the first question, and this person asks, will we see more rewards for playing ranked playlists? I think it's a great incentive to encourage players to explore other playlists. Have you thought about nameplates and emblems for reaching 50s? Which I'm not good enough to ever reach a 50, but I do like this idea. I stand behind it. I think the people who really grind out the game and who put the effort forth into doing hard challenges should get a reward to stand out from other players. I've said this several times on my videos. I know a lot of people don't agree with that because they feel like they should be able to get rewards, but you guys do get rewards for playing the game. That's what this seasonal content is for. That's what unlocking these season tokens is for, and not having seasons expire. That is what that is for. I still think that people who dedicate more time to the game or who are better at the game should get stuff to really differentiate themselves from other players. And it seems 343 agrees with this. So in short, they said the answer is yes. They've talked a bit about some of the ideas back in the MCC development update for September about some of the planned incentives for players reaching higher ranks. They have also been in discussions with the team for potential opportunities here in the future. They plan on continuing to have incentives and rewards for players who reach certain ranks in ranked multiplayer. Players who have put the time and effort to reach higher ranks do deserve to stand out amongst other Halo players for their achievements. As they make plans for future ranked rewards and unique content for those rewards, they'll make sure to discuss them and share them with the community, which of course I will also share with you guys, my community. Now with the current season in MCC Season 4, we do have exclusive DMR and battle rifle skins, one for reaching rank 15 in the Halo 4 squad battle ranked playlist and one for reaching level 25. And I think that's awesome. We also had the Recon Slayer achievement or challenge that unlocked the Arctic looking weapon camo for the sniper rifle, which I actually ended up getting right before it went away. This could come back in a future challenge. They could rotate that back in, but for right now it is gone. And it actually didn't think I would care too much about that camo. It looks beautiful. There's something about earning it that just makes it all the more rewarding, and I really hope to see something like this in Halo Infinite. Much like the katana in Halo 3, where getting all achievements rewarded players with something that made them stand out compared to other players. You know, you could tell that that person put in the time and effort to go on ahead and get all the achievements. And for a Halo achievement hunter like me, that is music to my ears. I hope that they can do something like that either with MCC or Halo Infinite in the future, especially for the lasso players who had to complete that dreadful challenge for an achievement. I never want to have to do lasso again, but 343's done it in the past. Halo 4 had a exclusive emblem for completing lasso, which I never even attempted, so we shall see. Now this one is really interesting. We're talking about Halo 1 and Halo 2 4-player co-op maybe coming into the pipeline, and basically 343 says that they've looked into it, and 343 even goes as far as to say on a scale of 1 to 10 how hard this would be to implement into MCC that it is as big of a 10 as possible. Now they're not saying that it can't be done, but there are a lot of things to consider if you upped the player count. So think about spawns, how difficult the game would be. Would it be too easy with 4 players in there? Even making legendary that much easier. Think about how much ammunition is available to each player, vehicles, things like that. And that is not even to mention the netcode and how much that would be affected with the old game netcode. They're really saying that it's not really that high on the list, but they will take a look at it. But updating the old co-op netcode or bringing long lost content to the games or even making other global upgrades with collection-wide updates is definitely higher on the list than adding more players and co-op for Halo 1 and 2, which I completely understand. I hope to see maybe in the future being able to use those skins that we've earned in previous seasons in the campaigns. I think that would be really cool to add vehicle skins and weapon skins into the campaign. Now, another thing that was mentioned was the exclusion of the GRD helmet and other cut armor into Season 4 that was originally supposed to happen in Season 4, but 343 has confirmed this is definitely coming in Season 5. They've made great progress with this, so Season 5 will likely be coming out early next year, and I will keep you guys updated with what that will be containing. Now, speaking on Crossplay is currently not supported in the campaign, including campaign playlists and in Spartan Ops. This is due to those modes using a synchronous network model, which is significantly less forgiving to disparities in hardware between the users. So they'll continue to investigate the potential of campaign crossplay in the future, but they don't have anything to confirm at this time. I really do hope that comes in the future and make grinding out some challenges with buddies a lot easier if I was able to play with Xbox or PC players. Now we're about to get into the global features and development status of those features coming up to MCC, but 343 says that they're basically be toning it down a little bit with some of the things that will be communicating with us at the end of this year, because people of course are going to be enjoying the holidays, getting some much needed rest, because it's been crazy working from home and trying to put these games out from home and not being at a development studio. But they will be looking forward to sharing more news with us about major improvements around modding, which I know a lot of you have had questions about, new seasonal content, and some surprises, they say. More on this later. Now, that December update that I talked about earlier, guys, will also be getting the game ready for Season 5, which should be coming in January as of right now. They also want to get a flight out for the custom game browser before the end of the year. So that would be huge if they can do that. There is no promise that that will happen, but that is what the current goal is for the custom game browser, guys. So getting into the global features and development status, the things that are in active development. So there's 3 different tiers that we're going to do and cover here. Ones that are in active development, ones that are basically in design iteration, and then stuff that is in the backlog or pending further discussions. So Right now, we'll talk about the active development stuff. So improvements to the UI around navigation, roster, customization, and many more areas of the game is in active development. This will be an ongoing effort. Next thing on the docket is view model adjustments for all games. That will be getting pushed into early next year at this point. They hope to have a flight for that in early 2021. Now, Steam account linking will also be getting pushed back into 2021. In-game FPS cap and adjustments had an initial implementation for Halo 4's launch, but they look to add more to that in the future. Now, we currently have a 60, 120, 180, 240 option, and of course, unlimited frames, but maybe they're looking to add one where you could actually specify the amount of frames that you want the game to lock at. I think that would be a really nice feature to add. Now, PC file share is going to be planned to have a flight in early 2021 as well. Additional video settings and options have basically seen some adjustments alongside of Halo 4, but continued improvements on a per game basis will be coming in 2021, says 343. Now, I already mentioned the custom game browser, hopefully getting a flight by the end of the year. Input-based matchmaking, region server selection, and crossplay have all been added already to the game, and that was huge. Now, double keybinds for all games should be in early flights in 2021, as well as per game audio options looking to be early in 2021 in flights. Now, as far as additional season content for Halo MCC, the team is now full steam ahead working on season 5 and 6, and there should be some pretty cool surprises in there. I can't wait to see what they do as far as customization and MCC. I'm still holding out hope for some animated nameplates. I think that would be really cool to see for some of the harder challenges. Now, text chat improvements are continuing to be monitored, and they will be taking community feedback into consideration when improving these kind of things. The variable frame rate improvements to Halo Reach, Halo 2 Anniversary, and of course now Halo 4, which runs on the same engine as H2A, or other way around, H2A running on the same engine as Halo 4. They have made improvements to that. Having unlimited frames and reach feels so much better, and the team will continue to monitor this for bugs and make improvements where needed. Bringing the PC features to the consoles like FOV sliders, 343 acknowledges that a lot of people want that on the original Xbox One, Xbox One S, and the Xbox One X, because we know that the Series S and X have the FOV slider option, but the old consoles do not. Now, the reason why this was removed from the flight and not brought to the Xbox One family was because of performance issues. They're going to continue to try and improve those performance issues into 2021. I will keep you guys updated on that one. I know that is a big one for a lot of you. Now, moving on to what is in design iteration. We're talking about additional mod support, additional accessibility support, and HDR support on PC has been added, moved from the in backlog or pending further discussions to the in design iteration process. So let's talk about what is in the backlog or pending further discussions. Two things as of right now, and that is idle system improvements and split screen on PC is remaining there for now. And that really is everything that you guys need to know from the new blog post from 343. And of course, when we get that high level infinite update, stay tuned for that before the end of the year. I'll be talking about that a lot on the channel. And of course, we'll be talking about the community update towards the end of the year. A lot of Halo news to come out before January 1st of 2021. Let's put a nice cap on this terrible year. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button for me. Hope to catch you guys on either a previous video of mine or a future video of mine. Until that time comes, I am your boy Patman, and I am out.